Streaming only on Peacock.
John Wayne Gacy killed 32.
Straight from the killer's mouth.
They want you to believe that I alone committed these murders.
The new gripping 6-part documentary series, John Wayne Gacy, Devil in Disguise. All episodes streaming now, only on Peacock.
This edition of the DV Show is sponsored by Total Media Tracks. Heighten the impact of your visuals with affordable music. Subscribe for as little as $12 per month or pay as you go. Visit TotalMediaTracks.com. Use code TheDVShow10 for 10% off all licenses.
A former Apple marketing executive reveals all of the company's marketing secrets. Learn what they are and how they can build your video business on this edition of the DV Show.
Podcasting the ins and outs of digital video. Digital video. This is the DV Show. The DV Show.
All right, welcome to this live edition of the DV Show podcast. Thanks for joining me. My name is Brian. Thanks for listening and subscribing. It's always great to answer your questions and get your feedback. Interaction with you, our tribe of listeners, is awesome. It's a privilege, and we take it very seriously. Thanks again for listening and subscribing. Well, as you know, at the top of the show there, we're talking about 5 Apple marketing techniques for your video business. Now, this is a fact. Great marketing built Apple into what it is today. It's all about marketing, and more marketing. Now, you might think there's nothing a video business can learn from a large software company with pockets and resources as deep as Apple's, but think again. Steve Chazen was once an Apple marketing executive, and he has revealed 5 of the best Apple marketing techniques in this 8-page ebook that puts into words what we've all seen in action, how great marketing has built Apple into a well-oiled sales machine. Now, in combination with this podcast, you can go ahead and download this free book from the podcast page on our website at thedvshow.com. It's highly recommended as you listen and watch how they can be applied through the eyes of a videographer. Now, this has applications to every business, and we applied it here to digital video business owners. So go ahead. There are some excellent points in this ebook. Go ahead and download it for free on our website at thedvshow.com. And go ahead and look at the top 5, and we'll show you how you can apply them to your video business as well. All right, so we're going to go through most of these today. Top 5 marketing techniques for video business. And we're going to go through number 1, which we all know very well because we've had this on a podcast in the past. Don't sell your product. Don't sell video. People buy what other people have. So in the ebook, Steve mentions iPod commercials. You've seen them before. They show happy, energetic people. Some of them dance in silhouettes. These are the Apple ads from the past. They dance in silhouettes. You see them today on television. Everyone is having fun. Colors, ever-changing backgrounds, people smiling. But what you don't usually see is a focus on the actual product. There's no close-ups of how you select a song or adjust the volume level or how someone is using their product. Why would Apple take all the time to make a great user interface only to not show it on television? I mean, they have a great product. And the reason is simple. Apple isn't selling you an MP3 player. They're not selling you an iPod. They're not selling you an iPhone. They're inviting you to experience their product. It's really that easy. Now, as far as a video business goes and an application for your video business, happy experiences are contagious. Now, I visit many websites throughout the years for video professionals, and they've changed throughout the years, especially 2017. And many of these websites owned by media professionals, they open up with a demo reel of the fabulous work that they've done for various clients. Sure, you guys have a right to be proud of what you produce, showing the bells and whistles of your editing experience and the ability to stitch together a compelling story Some of these websites even highlight the equipment they use to create the masterpiece that they're going to do. Why are you doing this? Why? Businesses want business. Clients want business. They want to know what your video can do for their business. Return on investment is the key word, and we've discussed this 2 podcasts ago on the dvshow.com this month. And your decision to use a cross dissolve instead of a fade to black or a peculiar angle and not the usual angle doesn't make them any money. It's what the viewer does as a result of watching the video that you produced. That is what the client cares about. Okay? So don't sell your video, sell what other people have. People buy what other people have. And show happy people in your videos if you're going to sell yourself. Show what happens after people have your product. Clients want to reap the rewards of what the viewer was compelled to do after watching a video that you produce. Can they find the answer on your website, or are they just wowed and amazed at your ability to create a great looking video? I can guarantee you your client is going to yawn, click away, be bored. That's what a demo reel on your website does, right? This is where a compelling client testimonial video comes into play of your clients. Now, 90% of media professionals that I speak to will generate most of their business by word of mouth. So think of this as an electronic word of mouth. Think of your video as word of mouth right there on your website doing work for you. A video with happy customers talking about the results of what you produced for them would be more effective sitting there on your homepage. Now, this type of video not only exploits your customer's experience with your business, it also acts as a demo reel on how you can produce a video. Knock yourself out with a bang. Okay? Show your editing skills and whiz-bang effects, but only use it to carry the experiences your clients have. You can even insert B-roll of the video you produced into that testimonial. Okay, focus on what happens after people view your product. Let your existing clients tell the story. Now that's contagious, and this is the first Apple marketing technique that you can actually use yourself. Again, we talked about this before in a previous podcast. Don't sell your video, don't sell your product. People buy what other people have, and it makes a lot of sense. All right, so let's get into number 2 on what Steve talks about in this Apple marketing technique book that we're giving for free on the dvshow.com. All you have to give is your email, and we'll give it right to you. So number 2, the second technique is make something good greater. And what's mentioned in this ebook is that Apple didn't make the first PC, nor did they make that first MP3 player. They just made them better. They realized that the PC and the MP3 player lacked one important element, which was ease of use. So they solved that problem. And in the MP3 category, at least, they now own the market. And in the phone category, too, they now pretty much own the market. Everyone has an iPhone, it seems, these days. So they pretty much cornered the market, and they made something good better, which is a phone. So how does this apply to your video business? Now, look at all the wedding video demo reels online. Before this podcast, I looked at 2 of them, and they have somewhat of a theme, and I see a pattern emerging. Now, it's not a wedding video anymore. It's a documentary film of your special day. And there are lots of creative angles and rack focus shots cut to some emotional music. You add vignettes, sepia tone, slow motion, and that film look. It's all in the same package as the rest of them. And to be quite honest, it's getting old. And how many tutorial videos or product demos have you watched lately with a white background? I mean, they're still doing it to this day. That was back in 2001, and I hate to say, you're not Apple. So the point of this second tip is to watch and observe what everyone else is doing, then be bold. Step out and produce a look or style that's different. Don't follow brainless zombie crowd. Don't be part of that. Create your own ideas, and it will make you stand out. Be a leader, not a follower. So number 2 is make something good better. All right, so the next Apple marketing technique for your video business, we'll go into the third one here, which is help your customers help you. And again, in the free ebook download, what is mentioned, that you can download it for free, by the way, on the podcast page of this podcast on our website at thedvshow.com. How can customers market for you? Simply provide something with a product that does it for you. Come up with your own version of Apple's white headphones to make your product stand out. All right, so basically, what does this have to do with the video business application? You can turn your clients into evangelists, basically. Sell your video services. You have to have a great product or service, of course, and when you do, you let your clients become your marketing team. Now, as a video professional, Apple included logos and stickers with every Apple product that you buy. They still do it to this day. So you as a video professional, you can give away stickers, t-shirts, pens, hats, or maybe even a thumb drive with your logo on it when you deliver your product, your video. Make your customers part of your team and watch them do your marketing for you. So don't just hand them a video, hand them a pen with your logo on it, a t-shirt, a thumb drive with your logo on it. Deliver your video on that thumb drive with your logo on it. I mean, your clients will market for you. So sometimes you might too want to offer their video for free on your website. Host their video for free on your website, but have an interactive logo watermarked in the lower right-hand corner of their video that leads to your website. An interactive click, and have it shareable. Share it on social media. Run a contest. I mean, there are all creative ways to spread the word where your customers can help you market your video business. It shouldn't be just you. I mean, you're producing the biggest communication tool on the planet, and that's a piece of video. Let it go further. Let your customers help you. All right, so we're going to get into number 4 here on the Apple marketing techniques for your video business. And number 4 is give your customers something simple to talk about. And again, in this download on our website at thedvshow.com, it's a free ebook. Steve mentions, look at how Apple focuses the message that Mac was the computer for the rest of us. The iPod was 1,000 songs in your pocket. iMac was 3 steps to the internet. Pepsi challenged Coke because they're the choice of a new generation. Now, these are all little slogans and part of logos, and they're memorable and transcend product features. So, and this lift is what they call it. It occurs only after prospects and customers can easily repeat your message to their friends and colleagues. Now, what does this have to do with your video business? How can you apply this to your video business? Give your customers something simple to think about, which is what Apple does. Now, what words do clients use to describe your video business? What do they do or say? What do your clients use? What words do they use to describe your video business? Now, here's one of them, an actual description a local videographer uses for his business in my area here in Boston. Okay? I utilize the new HD format technology. Video production is looking for more and more film-like. The newest video production cameras even have 24 frames per second to capture your wedding in absolute crystal clarity and with beautiful look of movies. In fact, the final product will look just like a movie, and we can do it for you. A personal touch to remember for years to come. Now, that's an actual ad. That's a description for a videographer in the Boston area. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? So if you're going to do number 4, give your customers something simple to talk about, why not just say, I'm a wedding videographer who truly cares about creating a perfect retelling of your wedding day. That's it. Something simple that your customers can think about and carry the message over to the next customer, the next client that you're going to have. I mean, it's so simple. A wedding videographer who truly cares about creating a perfect retelling of your wedding day. All right, so here's another one. I'm not going to name the company, but they say in their ad that they specialize in high-def videotaping, high-def recording of weddings, Chicago wedding cinematography, special event video, web video, and they run down the grocery list of everything that they do, and they end it off with using the latest digital video equipment. Oh, yay. Why would you want to make it so long? So you get the point. All right. So think of something for your video business that is simple to talk about. Give your customers something simple to talk about. Not just your logo, but something after it, like a little slogan. Give them something simple to talk about. All right. So number 5, what we're going to get into here as far as Apple marketing techniques that you can use for your video business. Go one step further. Surprise and delight your customers. And again, you can download the free ebook that we're offering on our website at thedvshow.com. Right when this live podcast is done, we'll put the link to it so you can download it right away. And what Steve mentions in the ebook is that you should start with your packaging by going one step further. Surprise and delighting your customers with packaging. It's all about the feel. And everyone in this country knows, in the world, knows that when you get an Apple product, it feels really good to open it up because it's almost like a piece of really expensive jewelry in the packaging that it's in, and it feels really good. And everything from Apple is designed with intent. So even the product packaging makes the product feel that much more valuable. Neatly packaged cords, velvet lining, each step of that unpacking is a surprise and a delight. So when you go to and get a Microsoft product or a Dell product, you have a plain brown box, styrofoam, plastic bags, and colors, and sometimes the experience feels messy. So Apple's really consistent along every touch point. So and the brand feels neatly organized and clean when you buy something from Apple. Never ever ends. So what does this technique that Apple uses apply? How does it apply to your video business? Go one step further, surprise and delight your customers. So as far as packaging goes, this is what the customer sees first. So your physical business, your website, or the final case that if you still do DVDs that you distribute, make it your overall packaging. Make it all special. If you're going to put it on a website, make the website look great. Make the player look different. Packaging is important. How you make your customer feel is important. So if you have physical space that clients visit, what does that look like? Is it warm? Is it bright? Is it clean? Is it inviting? Or is it dark? An editing space that has wires and there's grouchy people everywhere. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I know when I visit a lot of video editors' places or video production businesses, that's exactly what it looks like. Plastic seats, grouchy workers, wires everywhere. It's not inviting. So again, this is something that's important, that's in your customer's mind. And if you don't have physical space, what does your website look like? Does it look professional? Does it lack elegance? Is it simple? Is it easy to navigate? Does it get a simple message across? What about your packaging for wedding videographers especially? Okay, so I don't know if you hand over a DVD still. So if you put it in that, slimline case or a clamshell or a jewel case, don't do that. It cheapens your product. And what kind of message do you think that's sending? Surprise and delight your customers, okay? That's not really sending a great message, especially when the bride opens up that package, the DVD, and it's, if she opens it up in a specially designed black box with the couple's name and a special date, something in velvet that looks really great, you're delivering their video to them, how do you think that's going to make them feel? That'll make them feel great. Nothing gets a customer's attention like an outstanding package design. Nothing gets their attention like a great-looking business when...
In a rapidly changing world, one thing remains the same. Paying for college is still complicated, and MIFA, your Massachusetts Educational Financing Authority, is here to help you with loans to fit your needs. Apply today at MIFA.org.